Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am so glad you are here today. I'm filming ahead. Today is Saturday. I don't even know what day it is. It is Saturday the 24th or 25th, I'm not sure. But anywho, I am filming ahead because I talked about this in previous videos. I have a daughter who is about ready to give birth to her fifth child, and so I am planning on being able to stay with her for a few days and possibly maybe talk her into letting me bring some of the kids back here with me. And so I am filming ahead because of that. And we also have one of our sons and his family are planning on coming up here in a couple weeks for their spring break. They're going to come stay here at the house with us. For those of you who don't know, we are board game people. I don't know if I've talked about that much here on the channel. It really doesn't have much to do with spinning or rabbits or anything, but we are a huge board game family. We have been for years, and this house, one of the reasons why we purchased this house, for many reasons, but one of them was it was very conducive to be able to host people and have our kids up and our grandkids up. And so we have been blessed to be able to have a house like that, and we use it a lot. And so we have a game room in the basement with board games and everything. And so our oldest son and his wife and kids are all planning on coming up to spend the week with us here in a couple weeks for their spring break. So I am doing some double filming today. I'm going to do some double filming next week. I have quite a list of videos, shockingly. I keep thinking it's going to end. I keep saying that too, but I keep coming up with lots and lots of ideas for videos. So that is why I am hopping on today on Saturday. So tomorrow's video, my Sunday video, is already uploaded and ready to go. And that's a really cool video that you won't want to miss. If you did miss it, it's already up now that you're seeing this video. And I was able to interview Stephanie from Rabbitry and Yarns. We had a super nice talk. And so you will be able to go watch that if you haven't already. And that's a little bit different. I'm trying to do some different videos and maybe get more people on here. But Stephanie and I have a lot of thoughts and things in common, and so it's always fun to talk to her. We did a video previously, it's been a few years ago, that she interviewed me for her channel. And so now we've kind of reversed that. But I think you're going to start seeing more stuff like that coming up here. We're kind of trying to tag team and work together in regards to Angora rabbits and educating people on them. So that is what is coming up here in the next few weeks. But let's hop into today's video. Today's video is not a happy video. It's not the video I planned on actually filming this morning, but I kind of knew that we were kind of headed this way. So this is more of an informational video than anything today. I had planned on updating you on the two baby English Angoras that I had. For those of you who haven't watched my previous video, you can, wherever the little card is, I will put it up above. My red English Angora Scarlet had a batch of 12 babies. It was actually 2 weeks ago yesterday, and I lost all but 2 of them over a couple-day period. Tried really hard. She was a first-time mom, and that does happen. And honestly, in the world of livestock type animals, rabbits, chickens, goats, all of those things, you're going to run into times when you do lose babies. It's just a natural, or even older animals. It's a natural thing that happens in life, and it is what it is. And so there are times when you go through that. And so I had 2 babies that I've kind of been sharing with Mama. I've been putting them in with Mama every day. Angora rabbits typically only feed, well, all rabbits typically only feed their rabbits like once a day. It's very fast. A lot of times you won't even see them do that. This was a first time mama, like I said. She kind of created a nest, but not a great one. The babies were born outside of it. I did find the babies cold and pretty lifeless. Like I had to resuscitate them, which I did end up resuscitating all but 11 of them, or all but one of them. 11 of the 12 we resuscitated, Scott and I did. And then over the next few days lost all but 2 of them, and they were doing okay. Raising Angora, or raising any rabbits for that matter, is really tough. The odds are typically against you, and there's just not a good, or which we're going to talk about here in this video. This is the main reason why I'm doing this video this morning. There isn't a great substitute for rabbit's milk. Thankfully I had some goat's milk in the freezer when the babies were born. And so I used that. And then I switched over to cat formula, the stuff you buy at farm store, TSC, whatever, about a week ago. Cause I was also letting them sit with mama once a day at least. And so they were getting double fed, sometimes 3 times a day. I could hear them. Those of you who know what I'm talking about here, you know. But when I was bringing mama in a Rubbermaid bin and putting the babies in with her, and I could hear them suckling, those sweet little baby noises. I knew that they were getting, or at least attempting to get some milk from mama. I still am not sure that she produced enough or let down. I still think that there wasn't enough there for them, which is why I was also feeding them. And they had been doing okay. There were no signs, the things you want to look for to make sure your baby bunnies are getting fed. You look at their skin, and if they're not getting enough, they're going to be looking wrinkly. They won't have firm skin on their bodies. And you want a nice round full looking belly. So the 2 that I had left, they had their nice full belly. They didn't have wrinkly skin, but I told Scott the last couple days, they don't look right. They look like little old men is the only thing I could describe them. They had the nice full bellies, but their arms, they were skinny. If you've seen baby bunnies, they are just a nice full, even the little ones are consistently round, just like a chubby little baby. And these guys, their heads and necks and front arms and shoulders just were not matching up with the rest of their body. They did not look like they were thriving. They were still eating. They were active. Actually, last night I moved them I had them in a shorter basket, and they were climbing out last night. And so I had to move them into a bigger basket. So they were active. I was hopeful that way, but I found them both dead this morning. So they did not make it. And again, I wasn't surprised. I kind of figured the last couple of days, they weren't looking like they should. I've seen a ton of baby bunny pictures because it's spring and everybody's got their baby bunnies coming, and I kept comparing them to mine going, oh, they just don't look great. They don't look healthy. So yes, I am bummed. I've put a ton of effort into these 2 little guys the last couple weeks, but I am, for those of you who are asking, I've had a lot of questions about this. I am going to try to breed her again. I'm going to give her another week or 2 here. I've got something coming up at the end of April that I don't want to have to work around. I'm going to be gone for a couple of days, so I don't want to work around that. So I'm going to go to my calendar, figure out 30 days, and see what I can come up with. So maybe I will have babies mid-May is what I'm trying to figure out here, if if it's successful. So yes, I am going to rebreed her. She was a first-time mom. She is not, I didn't look at her pedigree. I can't remember exactly. She is just a year old, so she's a young doe. And she really, I just don't think she knew what she was doing. She just had no clue what was happening. It wasn't she was aggressive. I don't think she ate any of the babies. None of the ones, the 12, they were all fine. A lot of times you will find rabbits being overly aggressive with cleaning them and end up like eating pieces and parts off the bunny. She didn't do that. She did clean them, but they just, like I said, they didn't thrive. She didn't thrive in it. So I am going to rebreed her at least once more, maybe even twice. Sometimes it takes a couple times for everything to kick in and for her to figure that out. I will see how this next breeding goes, if it's successful, and then go from there to see how she behaves with the rabbits, whether or not, a lot of times I will not do it the third time. A lot of rabbit people say do it 2 or 3 times before they get what's going on. So I will keep you posted on that. But the reason I'm hopping on today, if it weren't for this, I wouldn't have even made this video. I would have kind of just done a blurb maybe in my Instagram that the babies didn't survive. So I have gotten on, I've mentioned this, I've gotten on a few rabbit pages and groups on Facebook recently. I always steer clear of them. It's hard. People have a lot of opinions today, and sometimes some of that noise in there, I just can't take it, honestly. Sometimes there is just too much noise in those groups for me to handle. And so I try to stay clear of some of that. In all groups have it, but I am so thankful that I was in this group, because my last video I said, and I just said it earlier here in this video, I think that there is no really good replacement for rabbit's milk. Well, this week, I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday, I happened to come across, and I think it was the Backyard Rabbit Breeders page on Facebook. It might have been the Backyard, or it might have been Backyard Meat Rabbits. I'm not sure. I am on a couple of meat rabbit sites just because they have good information sometimes. And so someone posted that there is actually a rabbit milk replacement, and I had no idea. And I don't know how many people know this, because I actually I've done research on this. I did research, a few weeks ago when the babies were born to see, what I've always known it was cat replacement, or I did get a recipe from someone here on the channel, a friend of the channel, that sent me a recipe for something. I think she was in Australia or New Zealand, and she sent me a recipe for stuff so you can make your own. But this was on the Backyard Meat Rabbit page, and it is, I will link this below. It is called the Wombaroo Rabbit Milk Replacement, and this is from allthingsbunny.com. And it says, milk replacer for orphan kittens, large litters, or when mother's milk is limited. And that gives you directions on how to make it and store it. It is powder formula, which I love, because now I have this huge can of cat replacement formula that I'll probably just end up throwing out. Maybe I'll have to see. I might be able to freeze it, but I don't know why I'd have any reason to use it now because of this. So I am super excited about this. And yeah, so this is out there. You mix it with water, and you can store it in the fridge for, let's see, for 1 day, in the freezer for up to 2 weeks. You warm it up to 95 degrees, feed from a syringe, and feed twice a day, morning and evening. So there is a rabbit milk replacer out there. Again, I will put all the links down below. So I saw this on Tuesday or Wednesday. I ordered it right away when I saw it because I knew this week, like I said, I knew that the babies weren't doing great. And it said it wouldn't be shipped, or it wouldn't come to me until Monday. And I was so excited yesterday because I got the notice that it was in the mail. It was coming yesterday. I got it last night late. So I was only able to give the babies one helping, one serving, whatever. So I really did not get a chance to try this at all, but I am super excited to have it now. This will go into my stash to keep, where I keep all of my, my wound care, my all of the stuff that I have for my rabbits and goats. This is going to go in there. And so it is out there, guys. I need to do a little bit more research on this site, All Things Bunny. But again, I will put their link down below. So there's one out there that we can use. And yeah, I'm very excited about this. I hope I don't have to use it next time. But it's nice to know that I have it in my stash now for when I do need it. So that's it for today. I am gonna hop off from here and do another video for later next week, and I hope you guys are all having a fantastic Saturday, and I hope you get to create something today. Bye.